Hello and welcome to M.P.F France's first French language exhibition week. This week is for nursery, primary and secondary schools, which features massive sales on our books, French language resources, such as our French language activity folder, posters, storybooks, exam preparatory materials, grammar books, and lots more. It also features a tour on our French language room, as well as lots and lots of activities under our M.P.F Bookstore Center for kids. You can also come around to find out more on our services like the online classes, home tutorials, Saturday club, lessons, and other tutorial options. You can also come around to find out more on how we can help you equip your French language room or library for tertiary institutions and other institutions. You're also interested in organizing school trips, excursions, exchange programs to Francophone countries under our Francophone Traveller option. We would love to have you.
The French language room. The French language room is the room where the students are made to experience French in a more immersive way. Yes, they have the regular classrooms where they do English, maths, and they have different resources to help them with that. But then for French, it is first of all a language before a subject. Hence, the need for a more enabling environment like this one. In the French language room, we have different resources to help the students learn French, especially because it's a foreign language to them. The resources we have include something like this. This is a puzzle where they do not just learn about continents and countries of the world, but they learn the French way to say them. The reason is because you know Nigeria, but then in French it's Nigeria. So we have other countries like that. We have some of them with French cities as well, where they get to learn and be more exposed to the Francophone culture at large. Not only that, we also do have posters. We have different kinds of posters, such as this one. Probably they've done avoir in class, they've done être in class, but then they've written it down in their book and maybe that's all. But with some things like this in place in class, they would easily remember, because in case they're forgetting how to conjugate the verb, and I tell you, conjugation can be a quite challenging one for students. That is why they need to have in place things like this to always help them remember. Because when they continue to look at it, then it sticks with them. That's the work of the poster. And then we also have other aspects of it. Take for instance, an expression like, I don't know. They've been taught in class, but then they've probably forgotten. And the teacher said, how do you say I don't know in French? With something like this, even if the student forgets, he can easily look and remember, oh, it's je ne sais pas. That's why things like this are meant to help them remember everything that they learn in class. Alright, moving on now to other posters that we have, depending on the topic. Numbers. There was a time I was in class and then I asked them, how do you say 16 in French? And he quickly looked at me and said, "Sir, why did you do that?" Well, that must have been funny, but then I really liked the work the poster did there. That way they will remember. I've already talked about the resource center for the French language room. In the resource center, we have different kinds of books ranging from grammar books, we have audio books, we even have e-books as well, available for the kids to, for the students to learn from. Now, beyond learning grammar and vocabulary, the students can also have fun while reading the book. Take for instance this book. This book has about 100 jokes and riddles for the kids to learn from in class. Then we also have moving books. This is work for primary school children. While they are having fun watching this moving animal, they are also learning different French expressions as well. Now, for a typical French language room, the drawers are also very important for the teachers to keep teaching aids in class and also other materials as well. Now, talking about teaching things. For instance, the teacher wants to teach the student like this. Yes, friend verbs. And he or she's probably thinking, what teaching aid do I make it up? This is a typical one. How? Let's start with me. The teacher can easily hang this here and the other one here. And voila! These are examples of different friend verbs from which the students can learn and the teacher can also find it easier to teach them friend verbs. You can see people, different animations acting it out, and it's even translated into English as well. Have I even talked about the interactive board? The importance of the interactive board in your French room cannot be overemphasized, I tell you. It makes the students feel like the teacher themselves. That moment when you call them out and you say, circle this, do this, write this, it makes them feel more involved in the learning process. Okay, let's use this as an example. Okay, this is comprehension de l'oral. So with the speakers available in this room, the students are able to listen to an audio and probably the instruction says, circle the correct image. So with this pen, the students come up, maybe 2 or 3 of them, and they circle. Okay, je pense que c'est la réponse. Somebody else can come and say, no, it's not this, and they circle the order. It's quite fun making use of the pen and also learning is taking place. They can even write also. Who can write and beautifully French? They come out and they make them feel more involved, more engaged in the learning, as opposed to them just sitting down and looking at the teacher. Alright, what about le mur de vocabulaire? As you can see, these are all words and objects that we use quite often. They use them daily, but then they will now say them in French. With something like this, when they keep looking at it, making use of it, they will remember, especially when the teacher now tells them, these objects, these words, nobody should say them in English. It always has to be in French. So they just look till it becomes a task for them. Now, when they learn new expressions in the class, there's what we call les mots que j'ai appris. Les mots que j'ai appris is that platform where they can come with their pen or pencils and come and write, okay, I learned how to say je ne sais pas, I don't know. So the process of writing, that action it does makes it stick better, because writing actually does a lot in retention as well. Now let's talk about le policier français. Just like in regular classes, we have the class captain or class representative. Even in the French language group, we can have what we call le policier français. Now, what does he or she do? The policier français is just an interesting way to ensure that the kids speak French in class. So, the duty of the policier is meant to be a student. The duty of the policier is to apprehend those who speak the English or those things that the teacher said they shouldn't speak in English anymore. So, for instance, they will mute the vocabulary. Anybody who says pencil, he said pencil. He said crying. And what happened? They hand the person's name here because the person has offended. He has breached one of the French rules of the class. So those are very interesting ways to enable the learning. And then we have le saviez-vous, which means did you know? This is a platform where the kids learn about French, France, and the Francophone culture at large. So there are 2 key things, and it's quite impossible to learn language without learning the culture of the language. So both go hand in hand. That's why we have the culture aspect of the language for students to learn as well as the French language. Okay, so c'est pas fini. Here is that part where the teacher gives them different activities, and then they are meant to fix whatever they need to do, whatever project or assignment they need to do. This is the part where they can always display it and also be proud of themselves anytime they see it. Alright, so the good news is that everything you see here can be replicated in your school. So if you want to know more, feel free to come around to make inquiries, ask more questions, and we'll be glad to
session of the French Language Learning Week. So before anything else, I want to introduce you to our books that are on sale for this week. So if you visit us here at the Keja, you get any of the books here 30% off. Alright, so moving on. This is our children's section. Here we have books that help them build their vocabulary and then gradually allow them to read sentences that are 2-3 lines. And then we also have the posters, easy to read, easy to learn, and easy to understand. It has daily expressions that they use at home, in school, or anywhere else. We also have the audio books that all you need to do is to turn on the book and voila, unconsciously they are also building their vocabularies. We also have books that are from the popular Disney Channel and the Marvel channels like Black Panther and Elena of Avalon. So moving on, we have methods and workbooks that help ensure a structured learning language process. So we have from ages 3 to 5, 5 to 8, 9 to 12, and then for adults who are also interested, they have theirs too. And now we are moving on to the grammar section. The grammar section is super important in the French language journey. The grammar books like the verb, the conjugation, helps in sentence formation. And then we have the novels and our literature books and materials to aid thesis writing. Well, this is for the universities. Come along. This is the M.P.F Explore Center. What do we do here? We explore. So having learned from your French language learning hub and then the bookstore, we come here to practicalize everything that has been taught. For example, we have the days of the week, you've learned days of the week there, and then what the students need to do is to string words to make sentences and to also improve their vocabulary. We have the word puzzle, we have the parts of the body, we have alphabet, we even have jeu de maths. They have to learn how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Over here we have a podcast session. We encourage students to always speak. Do not hold back. So the podcast session features songs, riddles, poems, talk shows, discussion in which it helps the students be very expressive in the French language learning journey. And for this, they get to watch French movies. Alright, so that's it for the bookstore and the M.P.F Explore Center. A bientôt!